Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and I'm here with the third and final Tobot Ranger, Boat King. A blue colored box with Boat King here and here. Boat King side view portrait, vehicle mode, robot mode, and ride on Ultra Commander or just sit on top of Ultra Commander on the stage. 2020 August. So it looks like this was the reason why it came a little late compared to the first two, which I've already sold off. Okay, now to set sail to unboxing. So here be Boat King. Why is he a Boat King? Is it like the King of the Seas for pirates or Spaniards? Why not Boat Captain or Captain Boat? Alright, onto the toy itself. It is a light blue, kind of violet blue, a blue toward the violet mix, with some painted red and white. The head is looking pretty captain-like with a peaked cap with a big V right on top of the brim and tiny little guns on the top of his head. Big blue eyes, but it's hard to tell where the mouth is. Is it this line or is it this little thing on the bottom? I'm assuming that's his chin. And his chest is rather decorated with molded, painted metals and an anchor. That looks more like a decorative anchor than a functional one. And his legs have a tiny little turrets and tiny little jets. That is very cute. So yeah, but that instantly suggests he's like a battleship or an aircraft carrier. A pretty squished aircraft carrier with this giant radar dish in the back of his head. And those big broad boat shoulders. Articulation. The head has no swivel, it's just bonk bonk bonk. Shoulders are on really tight swivels. They have a stopper in them on separate shoulders, outwards this much, and a ball-socketed bicep. A bicep with a ball socket. Although, yeah, it's really hard to get any side to side because of just how awkward the arm is mounted on here. Yeah, it's just the arms right on top of the pontoon. The pontoon is the main arm part. That looks really weird. That looks really weird and disjointed. Yeah, it's hard to get in a hands-on hip pose. Well, you can do it. But it does not fully range of motion unless you split that apart so you can get some more upward motion in there, but then that completely breaks the hand. Yeah, maybe I wish this was like a shifting ball joint where you could just force it down one click to make it look more natural, but then that would mean easily detachable arms, which kids are gonna lose. And coming down to the legs, forward swivel that much, backward swivel that much, spreads, a thigh swivel, and a very awkward jointed knee like right on this pivot because transformation. So yeah, you really don't want to be using those knee joints because that looks really awkward. Unless, if you turn this around, this looks a little better. But just by a margin, but it still looks very awkward kneed. So yeah, the most articulate of the Tobot Rangers, but still lacking in some areas. Now for transformation, fold back the arms, split the pontoons, but not the arm itself. Those are gonna be popping. Click the legs, fold them 180, turn the torso back here, And then folding down the arms will click it all in place, but first the head. Super simple transformation. It's a tiny little tugboat. No, actually a battleship. I'm assuming with the turrets and the little airplanes on the runway. It's a squashed together bow on the front. But the illusion of a boat is completely broken on the stern. Visible hands. Horrible back hollow stern. And a very hollow back central radar dish. And I don't see any bridge. Maybe these little spherical things on the bridge, but I don't see any windows or cockpits. And visible eyes. Yeah, he's just literally peeking out of there. This wouldn't be so much of a problem if it sunk down all the way so that only his cap and the little turret is visible, but somehow they didn't make it go down all the way. He's just playing peekaboo. One slight mistransformation and you have a robo-boat, or a little boat with a face that could fit right into a Theodore tugboat. Or tugs. If you gave him an uncannily human face. But yeah, this is a lot for Boat King. A tiny little squashed boat. Yeah, it's just a robot that's kind of just pulling back his limbs in the shape of a boat. Yeah, if these kneecaps were actually flaps that could fold and cover these, that would have helped a little bit. But what about the fists? Yeah, just visible fists right on top of big black pontoons, or maybe cannons. Okay, now into robot mode. This is an auto transformer, which is accomplished by unlatching the arms and everything spring loads out. So what's kind of clever is there are two buttons on the side of the torso. One button, when released, pops up the head, and the other side of the button, when released, it swings down the torso. As you can see, they're uneven, so essentially what happens here is these completely manual arms, no spring-loaded bits, just they clamp down and they click down and they press into those buttons, holding it into place until it's spread out, which pops it up. It's like good animated activator stuff. And then, yeah, just manually turn the rest of the stuff. So, Boat King is the most interesting and most functional of the three Tobot Rangers. An interesting little chap as well. So, I guess if you like boats and chibi transformers, if you really like that niche, there is that fulfilled niche, or just kids liking chibi robots instead of cool looking robots. And he's the most unique of the bunch since he's a boat transformer. There's not many boat transformers because boats and aquatic vehicles do not sell well. Because aquatic vehicles have a niche and limited application of realistic play. Well, not that it's going to stop kids from having boats on land anyway. So it's basically a chug-chug little boat transformer for your kid, but little more than that. Mostly an easy pass.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. So until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.